Hey guys, this is Aaron Shoemaker. I wanted to go over a little bit for my Army folks how to get some military records, and this should be good for National Guard, Reserve, or active duty. A lot of times, when people are applying for their VA home loan, uh, the VA doesn't have all necessary documents on file. Mainly, your service documents. This could be NGB 22 and 23 for my National Guard folks, or a retirement point statement and discharge document for my reserve folks, or DD 214 for my active duty folks. Now, it's less common for active duty folks not to have documents in with the VA, but not unheard of. Um, and so, a lot of times, we have people go request things from the National Archives and stuff like that. However, if you were in the Army from, let's say, about the year 2002 to present, your documents should be uh, in iPERMS. And a lot of people think that they lose access to iPERMS when they get out, but that's not the case. I've been out since 2023 and still have access. And even if you've never had access, you can request access to your service documents. What we're going to do is we're going to go down to this website, https colon / iperms.hrc.army.mil /login. When we get there, this page comes up, and as you can see, there's two logon options. There's EAMS login, and then there's DS login. We're going to use the DS login. Now, DS logon is used for many different government sites. If you don't have a DS login, it's as simple as coming down here and creating one for creating a new DS login account. If you don't, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. I'm not going to go through the whole process because it will give me an error because I already have an account. But you can see there's three options here. If you have a CAC and you can log in with your CAC, go ahead and select it. If you have a government email, through DEERS, you can use that. For the most of us, we're going to use remote identity proofing. So we'll click on that. And then it's going to ask you to fill in all your information here. Once you do that, it's going to go through a verification process with you. Again, I can't take you through that verification process really right now, but it's very quick and your access to the site will be immediate instead of having to wait 2 or 3 weeks for the National Archives to get you your documents. So let's go back to what the DS login looks like. All right, so now this screen here is going to come up. It's going to ask you for two-factor identification. I'm going to send this authentication code to my phone, and they'll do this every time. Unfortunately, um, you'll have to identify every time you come in. You input your PIN there. Verify your contact information, and then hey, we're in iPERMS. So this is what the front of iPERMS looks like. As you can see, if we press I accept, it brings us to this page right here. And sometimes it can be a little slow loading, but up here is where we want to look at things, right? So we're going to go to documents. All right. So look, the very top thing on my thing is my discharge documents because that's what happened when I got out. Very last thing. So I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to need this DA 5016, right? This is a chronological point statement. I'm going to download this and send it to my VA rep here at Veterans United to upload to the VA. If we go back, and don't press the back button because that will mess you up like it just did me. If we go back to our documents here, right here, here's my DD214, right? So I could click on this DD214, pops it up. Okay. So if you're having trouble, with things or whatnot, um, use this video to help you out there to get into iPERMS and download those documents we need. Basically, there's two things that we have to show the VA. We have to show the VA the character of your service, was at least under honorable conditions, that you have the right amount of time in service, and it's different for active duty, reserve, and National Guard. And once we verify those things with you, there's a reason why we ask for these documents, and we understand. Hey, sometimes it can be a pain to get it, but once you have that certificate of eligibility, you have it. So again, this is just a short walkthrough for my Army folks on how to get these documents without having to go through the National Archives. Hope it's helpful, and we'll talk to you soon.